Orleans offense. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, that it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
From the 38, Trubisky. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it, because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. Watch the shot.
On the ground, this is Kamara. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Check 1-3. Switch, switch.
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Darnold. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. Looking long for Thomas. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Trubisky. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Flush to his right. He wants it all for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet.
3 points, get that 0 off the board. Arnold. And some room to work. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. On the counter, here's Kamara. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Call it no. 3rd and 13. The Saints on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now it's Trubisky. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Watch it.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
8 yards on the run there, and that leaves them with 3rd and just a couple. Off of play action, Darnold. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It's a number 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and 5.
The Saints on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz good on the extra point. And a rout is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. To throw on 2nd and 10. Darnold. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game. Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. What was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest? 2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman? Oh, yeah, then with the Eagles. That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman. That's correct. That good for 22 and a first down. Now Kamara. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On the ground, Kamara. And Kamara has it stripped. Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up. And avoids the turnover. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL. The best multitasker in the business, the coach. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. Could not block that one any better. Everyone was accounted for, and a great surge by the offensive line. Lutz with the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. That'll be taken in the end zone. Continuing to fight for more. Le'Veon Bell, kiss him goodbye. And all the way in, touchdown, New York. That kickoff return, 104 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get 1, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now. And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it. Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here this first half. Trubisky now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Now Trubisky to throw. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Trubisky. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. The safety Jamal Adams able to break that one up. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Call that a very strong gain of 24. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. That will get our first update of the afternoon for the Meadowlands. And the Redskins there out to an early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. They start the second half with Kamara. Shrugs him off. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Trubisky. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. If they needed a break, they needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys, let's go. Come on, capitalize on this one.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll go again with Bell. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Darnold now to throw, and that's knocked away and incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're going to go. It's Darnold. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. Now a first down carry by Bell. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. He'll buy some time right. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
They'll run. This is Kamara. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here's Kamara off the draw. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
They'll go again here with Mack. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
3 down. Hey, check. 3 down.
Kamara. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Right back to him on first down. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal.
Lock in.
They'll run here with Mack. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Here's Trubisky to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Well, after another passing touchdown, I don't think it'd be an understatement to say that he's in the zone, and I believe he likes it.
Lutz good on the extra point. Back now here live in New Orleans, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. The Jets on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 43-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Push him back. Push him back.
Faking the give, Darnold. And that's Chris Herndon. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 39.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Darnold now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Bell. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But the bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Bell sheds him off. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
53 is the mic. Focus, defense, focus. Lady. My alpha. 53.
On first down, it's Darnold to the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Ty Montgomery that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Darnold from the gun. And he's got it. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Jamison Crowder, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. So here's Darnold now as he'll lead his guys up to go for 2.
6-6, pull it high.
Darnold to throw again. And it's caught. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, a broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now is dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from the first one and blew out the Seahawks.
And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Henry Anderson, big man from Stanford, there for the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 35-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
They run with Hines. And an alley to run. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far in this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Three down.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down.
Your track. 49, check 49.
They go play action with Trubisky. And he slings one that's incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Mike 52. Watch the pass. Here we go. Hey, Foxtrot. Mike 50. Hey, 18. You got it.
Trubisky will throw. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
He's checking. Crash.
Back to the ground. It's Kamara. And an alley to run. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Jim. Hey, check 24.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game.
Check Mike 99.
They'll run it with Kamara. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And Lutz puts this one through. And their lead will swell up to 28. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. On 3rd down, here's Bell. And the lane closes quickly for Bell, and he did not make it. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down. One last throw now for Darnold. It's caught by Herndon.
Come on now, let's go.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Saints, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin.